to connect a region of over 600 bridges between our lands.
Hello and welcome to ASEAN in Focus. I'm Judith Timera, delivering to you the latest news in and around the ASEAN region on today's headlines. A powerful earthquake struck the southern Philippines on Thursday, killing at least 14 people and sparking searches of seriously damaged buildings that had already been rattled by two previous deadly tremors in recent weeks. The body of a 21-year-old British tourist was found floating in the sea more than a week after she went missing from a Cambodian island, police told AFP on Thursday. And the Iglesia ni Cristo conducted its Aid to Humanity or Lingap sa mamamayan in different parts of the Philippines and the world. A powerful earthquake struck the southern Philippines on Thursday, killing at least 14 people and sparking searches of seriously damaged buildings that had already been rattled by two previous deadly tremors in recent weeks. The 6.5 magnitude quake hit the island of Mindanao, the U.S. Geological Survey said, causing locals to run to safety in the same area where a strong tremor killed 8 people on Tuesday. The powerful shaking caused serious damage to a condominium building in the major southern city of Davao, about 45 kilometers from the epicenter. 9 people were hurt at the building, and rescuers believe at least one was trapped in the rubble, a local disaster official said. A hotel partially collapsed in another area, but a disaster official said the building had already been evacuated. Locals have been left terrified by a string of powerful quakes and hundreds of aftershocks since the first powerful tremor struck on October 16. President Rodrigo Duterte was in his hometown of Davao when the shaking began, but his spokesman said he was unharmed. Some 12,000 people were already in shelters on Mindanao Island before Thursday's quake hit. The government said either because their homes have been destroyed or they were too afraid to return to their residences.
Sobra kasi ng lakas ng lindol. Hindi na namin alam kung ano intensity yun.
Oo.
Kaya yung nag-advise yung kapitan namin na kung hindi na kaya talaga, kung hindi na kaya, kailangan na talagang bumaba. Yung mga sa amin, yung mga lupa namin, marami na landslide at saka nabibiyak yung yung lupa.
Meanwhile, President Rodrigo Duterte on Thursday directed local government units or LGUs to conduct an immediate inspection of buildings within their respective jurisdictions. Take a look.
Well, it is time for the LGUs to inspect all buildings. Umpisahan na nila ngayon. It's the earthquake season has come. I don't know if it will occur again between now and tomorrow. Ang problema nito, wala ako dito sa Bangkok ako. So I do not want disasters to happen when I am not around.
Duterte's order came after another deadly quake jolted some areas in Mindanao on Thursday morning, the second in a week and the third in a month. The directive was also issued a day before he leaves the country for his participation in the 35th Association of Southeast Asian Nations Summit and related summits on November 2 to 4. The president said he wanted to make sure that all facilities are strong enough to withstand earthquakes. A total of 6,009 families, or around 30,045 individuals from the Davao region and Sac-Sargen, have been affected by both the magnitude 6.6 and 6.5 earthquakes that struck several parts of Mindanao on Tuesday and Thursday, respectively. According to a report as of 8 p.m. Thursday by the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council, or the NDRRMC, 14 people, including 2 children, were confirmed dead. Around 403 people were wounded, while 2 are still missing. In the aftermath of the earthquake, the NDRRMC also reported that the powerful tremor damaged a total of 2,817 infrastructures in Zamboanga Peninsula, Northern Mindanao, Davao Region, Sacsayhuaman, and the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. On Thursday, Presidential Communications Operations Office Secretary Martin Andanar called on Congress to amend the Republic Act 6541, or the National Building Code of the Philippines, saying that the current framework of the outdated law is very lax. The scope of RA 6541 includes location, siting, design, quality of materials, construction, use, occupancy, and maintenance of both private and public buildings. In other news, the Malaysian financier at the heart of the massive 1MDB graft scandal has struck a settlement to forfeit assets worth $700 million, including a Beverly Hills hotel and a private jet. The U.S. Justice Department said Wednesday Joe Low will relinquish the assets under the largest ever U.S. civil forfeiture intended to recover cash allegedly stolen in the 1MDB scandal, which helped topple Malaysia's corruption-plagued former regime. A staggering amount of money embezzled from 1MDB at the expense of the people of Malaysia was laundered through the purchase of big-ticket assets in the U.S. and other nations, said the United States Attorney Nick Hanna. Low, a flamboyant, jet-setting playboy known for partying with Hollywood A-listers, was a former unofficial advisor to One Malaysian Development Berhad, a fund established with the ostensible aim of boosting Malaysia's economy. Billions of dollars were looted from the investment vehicle between 2009 and 2014 and spent on everything from yachts to expensive artwork. In a fraud allegedly involving disgraced Malaysian ex-premier Najib Razak and his cronies, tens of millions of dollars in stolen money was used by Najib's stepson, an aspiring film producer, to fund the Hollywood film The Wolf of Wall Street, starring Leonardo DiCaprio. Low allegedly used the funds to engage in extravagant spending sprees, acquiring one-of-kind artwork and luxury real estate, gambling freely at casinos, and propping up his lavish lifestyle, said the Assistant Attorney General Brian Benkowski. This settlement agreement forces Low and his family to relinquish hundreds of millions of dollars in ill-gotten gains that were intended to be used for the benefit of the Malaysian people, he added. The settlement allows for the release of $15 million to Low's counsel to pay for legal fees and costs. It was filed in California on Wednesday. Combined with previous settlements covering a $120 million super yacht, a New York hotel, and other assets, it brings the total amount recovered by the U.S. to more than $1 billion. Low, who denies wrongdoing, still faces criminal charges in the case. The body of 21-year-old British tourist was found floating in the sea more than a week after she went missing from a Cambodian island, the police told AFP on Thursday. Amelia Bambridge was discovered in waters near the Thai border, said Chuwon Nari, police chief of Preah Sihanouk province. They found the body of missing British woman, Narin said, adding it would be taken to nearby Sihanoukville. He did not speculate what happened to her after she disappeared from a beach party on the island of Koh Rong on October 24th, but earlier this week said she may have drowned. Brother Harry Bambridge confirmed in a Facebook post that he had identified the body. The discovery brings a tragic end to a desperate search involving more than 100 members of the police, army, navy, and Bambridge's relatives. Bambridge had befriended other travelers, and the alarm was raised after she did not check out of her hostel following a party that went into the early hours on the beach. Police later found her bag and phone in the area where she was last seen at around 3:30 a.m. Her family members scrambled to the island to help with the investigation and have also been active on social media, asking travelers for possible clues. Divers searched the waters and other combed the jungle, but for days nothing substantive was found. The mystery deepened after police held 6 men for questioning, but they were found not to be involved and released. Located in the Gulf of Thailand, Koh Rong is popular with backpackers. It is a 2-hour boat ride from the coast and draws budget travelers with its cheap accommodation, laid-back beach bars, and idyllic sunsets. But it has also undergone development in recent years in keeping with a construction in nearby Sihanoukville. Cambodia has long been a stop for tourists traveling around Southeast Asia. Though generally safe, crimes involving foreigners have grabbed headlines in the past. This month, a Cambodian court charged 3 men with gang raping a French tourist in the coastal province of Kampot after offering her a ride in their car. And ASEAN in Focus returns. Stay tuned.
When visiting the Philippines, Manila or Quezon City is a popular destination. But oftentimes the hustle and bustle of the city can be more stressful on your vacation. So when you feel the need to reconnect to nature or relax again, there's a beautiful oasis just outside of the city called the Garden at Ciudad de Victoria. That you can see here include hydrangea, snapdragon, and stargazers. They're truly beautiful. The gardens at Ciudad de Victoria are so peaceful, tranquil, and beautiful that it's become a haven for young couples and a very popular venue for engagement photos. The next time you want an escape from the big city, the garden at Ciudad de Victoria is a wonderful place to visit.
Welcome back. The once mighty Mekong River has been reduced to a thin, grubby neck of water in stretches of northern Thailand. Record lows blamed on drought and recently completed dam far upstream. The $4.47 billion Thai-owned Asaya Buri hydroelectric power plant went into operation this week in Laos after years of warnings over the potential impact on fish flow, sediment and water levels on the river, which feeds tens of millions. Along parts of Thailand's northeastern border at Loei, the kilometer-wide or 3,300-foot river has shriveled to a few dozen meters, with boulders and bedrock encasing muddy pools of water. From above, the encroaching banks of Laos and Thailand are now a thread of water apart, restricting fishing grounds to a steam channel. Fishermen blame a combination of this year's weak monsoon and the Sayaburi Dam around 300 kilometers to the north. Landlocked and impoverished Laos has set its sights on the
I am here at Gastown, which is a National Historic Site in Vancouver, British Columbia. Located in Vancouver's oldest neighborhood is the steam-powered clock, which is Gastown's most famous landmark. Make sure to tune in to Digital Nest every Tuesday and Thursday at 7:30 p.m. I am Lou Aquino, EBC correspondent, and I am one with 25.
Accurate and fair reporting. Not only from Batanes to Tawi-Tawi, but also abroad. Detailed and timely stories relevant to people all over the world. Catch all of these at Net25, your reliable source of news, entertainment, and technology updates.
Guerrero, a surname of Spanish origin meaning warrior. Tayo mga Guerrero ay mandirigma. Matatapang, hindi po iyakin. Guerrero! Guerrero!
Dapat palagi mong kinakausap yung kuya mo, ha?
Ano din naman kung di tulog na tulog ah.
Agising laga.
Alam mo kuya, hindi ko rin nakala magiging masaya ako din sa ospital. Ay sa atang tao dito, naging kaibigan ko na. Haba pang araw. Uy! Maliban nandun sa sa isang matanda na yon.
Gusto mo ibuhos ko sa'yo to? Kalma.
Mas maganda po kung maipapasal siya sa labas para...
Siyempre sa labas. Alam ka naman, ipasyal mo yan dito sa loob ng kwarto.
Ano kaya dapat gawin doon? Huwag ko na lang pansinin. Bakit po sungit-sungit nyo ah? Pwede naman tayo maging masaya ah. Kahit na pa nangyayari yung gusto natin. Laban po tayo ah. Hindi po ako titigil hanggang hindi ko pa nakukuha yung gusto ko. Pero hindi rin po ako titigil sa pagpapahalaga sa kung ano meron ako.
Miguel, yung kuya mo.
Sabi ko na sabi, Guerrero tayo, Guerrero tayo.
Kaya ng Diyos lahat ng bagay. Kung gusto niyang pagalingin lahat ng may sakit dito, kaya niyang gawin niyo. Bakit kailangan pang lumubog ang araw?
Kahit kailan, hindi po lumabog ang araw. Ang mundo po ang tumatalikod sa araw, kaya po dumidilim.
Walang Superman, tanda mo yan. Ang totoong meron, Guerrero. Ikaw yun.
Pero Guerrero kami, tuloy ang laban.
Ngunit ikaw ang kanhugan, sana'y damayan. Ako'y sa'yo pa rin, magpakailanman.
Maraming salamat po sa Philippine Movie Press Club o PMPC sa binigay ninyong parangal sa Young Once Upon a Time bilang Best Musical Variety Show sa 33rd PMPC Star Awards for Television. Ito po ay isang inspirasyon sa patuloy nating pagsuporta sa orihinal na musikang Pilipino.
Mga uri ng kwento. May iba't ibang uri ng kwento. Ang kwento ay maaaring salimbag o dilimbag na panitikan, mga pang-araw-araw na karanasan at imahinasyon. Narito ang mga uri ng kwento. Pabula ang tawag sa kwento na ang lahat o ang pangunahing tauhan ay mga hayop na may katangiang pantao. Kadalasan, may aral na hatid ang pabula. Ang alamat naman ay kwento ng mga pinagmulan ng iba't ibang bagay, lugar o pangyayari. Ang kwentong bayan ay nagsasalaysay ng buhay, pag-ibig at pakikipagsapalaran ng tauhan sa isang di kapani-paniwalang sitwasyon at lugar. Madalas din na ito ay mga kwentong naipasa mula pa sa mga ninuno at matatanda. Parabola ang tawag sa mga kwento na hango sa Biblia o banal na kasulatan. Ang epiko ay mahabang tulang pasalaysay na maaaring awitin. Mga uri ng kwento.
Kung ika'y magiging akin, di ka na muling luluha pa. Pangakong ikalolokohin ng puso kong nagmamahal. Kung ako ay papalarin na ako iyong mahal. Thank you.